Mush! 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 G! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Hey Mawson, what's on the menu?
Canine brisket, Hund with Spätzle, or the house specialty, Chien confit.
Sounds delectable.
And Mertz. Mertz.
January 8th, 1913.
Mertz. 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 Mertz.
For hours, I lay in the bag, rolling over in my mind all that lay behind and what lay ahead. The thought of my dead companion weighed heavily on my heart, and with but a few days of food remaining, there appeared to be little hope of reaching the hut, still 100 miles away. It was easy to sleep in the tent, and outside the bowl of chaos was brimming with drift snow. But inaction is hard to bear, and I thought of Service's lines. Buck up, do your damnedest and fight. It's the plugging away that will win you the day. We arrived in Antarctica in the fall of 1912, and while Robert Scott and Roald Amundsen made their historic race to the pole, we began to survey and study this vast and unexplored mystery. We came to reduce it to terms of science which we could understand. Yet there is always this indefinable which holds aloof yet rivets our souls. After waiting out the Antarctic winter in the hut, our main base, we divided into dog sled teams, and in November of 1912, Dr. Xavier Mertz, Lieutenant Belgrave Ninnis, and I said goodbye to the others and set out on the next stage of our odyssey. Alas, but this land has struck a cruel bargain. 5 weeks later, and 300 miles away from the hut, Lieutenant Ninnis and his sled, laden with most of our supplies, fell into a deep crevasse in the ice. With our dear friend dead, Dr. Mertz and I turned back to the hut. 3 weeks later, exhausted by sickness, Dr. Mertz was accepted into the peace that passeth all understanding. January 12th, 1913. In the light of that glorious afternoon, my heart leapt with joy. The miles ahead of me seemed to shorten, and the hut and the rest of the crew drew closer still. As the sun warmed my face, I was reminded that even here, the coldest place on earth, beauty remains in abundance. As the Persian philosopher says, unborn tomorrow and dead yesterday, why fret about them if today be sweet? January 17th, 1913. As I hung there, weak and chilled, slowly twisting one way and the other, I felt that I had done my utmost and failed, that I had no more strength to try again, and that all was over, except the passing. Cerberus's jaws reached up from the black chasm below, and at that moment I longed to accept the invitation to the unknown. It was a chance to quit small things for great, to pass from the petty exploration of a planet to the contemplation of vaster worlds beyond. My strength was fast ebbing, but I grasped tight the rope that connected me to the world of the living as one of Robert Service's lines burned into my thoughts. Just have one more try. It's dead easy to die. It's the keeping on living that's hard. Unseen wizard hands, clutched with insane fury, hacked and harried against the walls of my tent, keeping me trapped inside, alone with my thoughts. Was it better to enjoy life for a few days, sleeping and eating my fill until the provisions ran dry, or to plug on and hunger with the prospect of plunging to my death at any moment? As the day waned into night, so dim my will to go on. Still, the thought of sitting and waiting quietly for death to arrive dampened my spirits even further, and I thought of the old stanza, how far high failure overleaps the bound of low successes. I was filled with a smoldering determination to go on, and I resolved to go ahead and leave the rest to Providence.
Come in, Aurora. Come in. Hut, this is Captain Davis of the Aurora. We can't delay our departure any longer. If we wait another day, we'll be hemmed in by the ice sheets. Affirmative, Captain. Madigan, Jeffries, Page, McLean, Hodgman, and I have elected to stay behind and wait for Mawson's crew. Do you have all the necessary provisions? Yes, Captain. Very well. Best of luck to you. We'll see you in the spring. Thank you, Captain. Godspeed. Over and out.